Hello, my angels. So, the scent for today is Rouge Trafalgar by Christian Dior. Now, if you guys know, I bought so many of those Christian Dior mini sets, the quarter ounce ones, even though you get them for free just for being a Dior.com member, but you can't really pick every single scent you want. So I bought two sets. I bought the Lunar New Year one last year, and I bought the 10-piece one that they have. But I went to a Christian Dior event. This is me cleaning off the lipstick. I went to a Christian Dior event last year and I got the box and they had it painted and customized with my name. It was really nice. And so I used one from that set. I love the Rouge Trafalgar. Am I gonna buy? Nope. I don't love it enough to own it. You know what I mean? I would have bought the rose. I kind of regret not buying the rose kabuki when they discontinued it, because they had a 8-ounce bottle for $425, and that would have been ideal because it would have lasted you forever. And I kept thinking it was going to be there, and then it was gone, and that really upsets me. But again, I'm not paying the aftermarket prices for them because they're higher. I would probably buy Colle Noire. I think it's what it's called, Colle Noire. I think that's what it is. This is Sakura. Hold on. La Colle Noire, this one. La Colle Noire. I would rather buy this one. Let me just double check. Before I buy the Rouge Trafalgar. The Rouge Trafalgar is beautiful. It has berries in it. It kind of reminds me of like a more sophisticated Happy Hour. Happy Hour was my favorite from the Privé collection, and it smelled like a Cosmopolitan. It just smelled like Happy Hour. You know, it smelled like a Cosmopolitan. It was really nice. Yes, I would buy this one, La Colle Noire. But I'm already going to buy the Infinis and the Deux by J'adore first in the beginning of the year, because I have to requalify for platinum next year. And then maybe I'll get into this one because I want to go through the whole journey again. This is really nice. Okay, so the Rouge Trafalgar is like berries, and there's a little bit of like, not green, but earthiness, like not the leaves, but the branches. It's a little bit more sophisticated in or mature, and it's a beautiful scent. I would wear it, and when I do wear it, people always like it. Oh, because it's different. They've never smelled anything like it. But La Colle Noire is more of like, it has rose. I think that's why I'm attracted to it more often. It has like when you buy a fresh bouquet of red roses, because red, pink, yellow, and white roses all smell different. If you understand it. It smells like when you just get a fresh bouquet of red roses and you put your face in it and you smell it. It smells like that. But then there's other light white florals that are mixed in that are lighter. They're underlying, that give it an all-around beautiful scent, because some people really don't like white flowers, but because the rose is in there, it's a little bit more And some people really don't like rose, but because the white flowers is in there, it kind of makes it a little bit So it's what I thought La Perla Give Me the Roses was going to smell like, but it didn't. I would imagine this being that. I really like this scent. If you like roses, you're probably going to like La Colle Noire. I'm considering purchasing. I probably won't, because then they're going to come out with something else, and I'm going to love that even more. But I do love the J'adore Deux. I'm definitely buying a full size of that, and a full size of the Infinis. I already have the J'adore L'Or. I don't like the original J'adore. You see my face? It makes me sick. I don't understand how I like all the other J'adores, but the original J'adore, literally I smell it and I'm like, I can't. I gotta get away from me. And I don't understand. I don't understand. But this one is a really nice rose. It kind of reminds me of when Gwen Stefani's Lamb first came out. It was kind of like this. Was it Lamb? I mean, it could have been like a little bit like Stella McCartney. No, because that was different. I think it's a little bit more like the way Lamb was when it first came out. The formulation has changed over the last 2 decades, but when it first came out, that's what it reminds me of. And it was beautiful. So it's there. I might get No, unless I have to get it at a Christian Dior event and I have to buy a Privé perfume, then I'll get it because I want to go to the events because I like networking and I like the hors d'oeuvres and the appetizers and the ambiance and, you know, the gifts and all of that. Yes, then I'll go for that. But I don't foresee myself buying either the Rouge Trafalgar, which I am going to wear until it runs out, but I will only get the Rouge Trafalgar in these particular smaller bottles. I'm more of a La Colle Noire, Rose Kabuki, Happy Hour. If you're into those scents, then you're probably going to like the ones that I recommend. Oh my God, that look, I mean, I'm really supposed to be highlighting Rouge Trafalgar, but I can't because, I don't know. I used to love it. I really did. I used to love it, and it's not doing what it needs to do. It was here, right? Here. Let's just spray it one more time. One more time for the... It's just beautiful. It's like red currants. That's what it is. It's berries and red currants. There's an earthiness there from the branches, like, you know, like the stem of, you know, like the stem of a tree. It's the tree trunk. It is a beautiful scent. Rouge Trafalgar is beautiful. But La Colle Noire makes me happier. This is beautiful. But again, even from the beginning, I said I would never buy a bottle of this because it's not what I want to smell like all the time. I like powdery scents. La Perla Just Precious, Noire Butterfly, Elisab, you know, Le Parfum. I like those. Those are my top 3 favorites. And then also this one that's discontinued. Kenzo Amore. But the Rouge Trafalgar is nice, and that's why I picked it today, because every so often you want something different. Every so often you're like, I don't want to smell the same. I want to do something different. You know what I mean? And I feel like this is nice. I feel Rouge Trafalgar, because, I mean, it was the right words, especially red currants and everything. You wear when you're wearing red. And I'm going to be wearing red today. So that's why I chose it. I'm going to spray it all over myself. People are going to smell me. They're going to be like, this is nice. What are you wearing? And I like it, but not enough to buy a whole bottle. I would rather prefer the 1/4 ounce ones because I'm only going to use it so often. I would never buy, you know, the 1.7. I don't even think they have 1.7. I think with the Privé, it's like weird numbers, like 2.5. And, you know, I have to look. I've never bought the Privé full-size bottles, only the 1/4 ounce ones. But I don't love it enough to add it to my collection as a prominent one. I like it as a little one, like a little 1/4 ounce bottle. But that La Colle Noire, I would do a 1 ounce bottle of it. I wouldn't do 1.7 or 3.4 because, again, I'm not going to reach for it like that. This is also a beautiful linen spray. Oh, it's so pretty. And that Rouge Trafalgar is just so it's decadent. It's rich in the sense of, like, it smells like wealth. So I would wear the Rouge Trafalgar to brunches with, like, if I went to the Seraphic Society brunch or I was meeting with clients and they were wealthy, I would wear Rouge Trafalgar. I feel like that's something that you wear and they're like, oh, you smell expensive. You don't smell like Sephora. You smell like different. Sorry, Sephora. And everybody who shops there, because they're, you know, that's generic. Everybody has access to it. Not a lot of people are going to wear this. So when you wear it, you show how different you are. So yes, that's when I would wear it. I would wear it only around super wealthy people. And if I was going, and I wouldn't wear it at night. For me, this is more of a brunch, lunch, work kind of scent in a meeting in the middle of the day versus the evening. I feel like evening is more like YSL Libre or a J'adore L'Or, or anything from, well, not Creed goes either way, but anything from like Roja, 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 that, I love that line. That's evening. This is more brunch, lunch, afternoon, I have money, and now you know. That's how I see Rouge Trafalgar. All right, my lovelies. Until the next scent. XOXO.